Hey, everyone. Oh yeah, we didn't loosen this at all. I suck. We get Invisigal butting in. This video comes from the past. See, that right there, that right there. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode in Project D-Dart. I actually have a different kind of video for you guys today. I have an unboxing video of this very package here. Now, those of you who know what the Dart aftermarket looks like probably already know what's in this package, but for those who don't, this might be pretty interesting, and it's a mod that we should be doing relatively soon here, which I'm extremely excited for because I've been wanting to get this on my car for ages. Now, I do want to say I don't actually remember the color that I purchased this part in because it was so long ago, and I've never opened the box. Not once. I've never opened the box. All the seals are perfectly intact, so this will be my first time too actually seeing in person what I purchased, the color, and all that. So no more blabbing. Let's get into the unboxing in proper. Alrighty, so here we go. Got some scissors for this. It's actually a pretty big box. It was a little bigger than I was expecting. We have tape around these corners here, and then it seems like this whole piece here is a flap because there's these indents that you can see here. So the only question is, like, which way are you really supposed to open it? That I don't know. So we're just gonna open it and hope for the best. Okay, cut that. Okay, that was already cut. I don't know why. Okay, question. The question now is, oh, okay, I have this middle portion that I overlooked. There we go. So can we take this? I think there's a chance that it's supposed to be, we're going to do this. I'm going to turn the package like this. It's probably supposed to be this way because the Injen text is now the correct way up. So, okay, it's starting. It's starting to loosen slightly. The only thing, I'm trying to be careful because my table's not it's one of those portable convention center type tables, so I got to be a little careful with how forceful I am with my movement, so I'm trying to open it cautiously. Where is it? There it is. Okay, hold up. Okay, need to find the groove here. Oh, it's this way around. Good. Come on. Come on. There's like two grooves on this side. It's very strange. I'm trying to find where the tape continues. Without getting more cardboard on me, ideally. Okay. The good news with this packaging is that it's very secure. The only bad news with this packaging is that it's very secure and therefore just a little tricky to open. Well, at least on that side it was. Okay. Might have to anchor. I'm going to have to use my feet to anchor the table here. Okay, so we need to do the sides as well. Potentially, at least. Okay, that's that. This left side is a lot easier. The gaps, the seams are a lot bigger. Here we go. Okay. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Pull out. And open. Open when I cut the tape from this side. There we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. Here we go. I think what I'm going to have to do, as much as I don't want to, we're going to have to do it this way so you guys can see everything. I'm not going to be able to see anything, but you guys will. Oh, yes. Okay, let me fold this cardboard over like that. That way I can actually see inside, just as you guys do. Okay. Go. don't know what that was. Okay, we got some instructions. Web nanofiber dry filter. Oh, we have the cleaning procedure. Injen's advanced dry web nanofiber filter design does not require oiling. Do not use any water or chemicals to attempt to clean Injen's filter media, which will void the manufacturer's warranty. Filters should be periodically checked and cleaned every 25,000 miles depending on the driving environment. Okay, cool. So 25, depending on... It's not terribly dusty out here, so 25,000 to 30,000 miles. Sweet. Which basically equates to a year of driving for me, so I don't have to clean, once a year, give or take, which is awesome. Injen, Web Nano, blah, 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 are guaranteed for 4 years or 100,000 miles, whichever comes first. The guarantee applies only if the filter has been serviced according to Injen recommendations, and the guarantee does not cover incidental or consequential damages, nor does it cover the cost of installation or removal of the defective filter. In off-road, frequently dusty, or other severe duty applications, clean and change more often as determined by operating conditions. That sounds valid. All right. Oh, sweet. They gave me a sticker, too. Look at that. I don't know if it's going to be right. They gave me a sticker. That's awesome. I'm going to have to put that. I'm definitely putting that on Xavier somewhere on the rear windshield because that's awesome. That's actually sick. Question is, what's this? This might be the install instructions now I think about it. The install instructions tell you to take off the front bumper, mostly because the car does actually have a sort of built-in cold air intake, and has a sort of built-in cold air intake, and there's a little piece of tube right sort of underneath the front bumper that they want you to take off. You don't have to do that. They just sort of recommend that you do that. All right. It looks like I ordered it in black. No, this is just it's item in the description. So I have no idea. Anyway, so this is just my order, actually. All right, cool. We're going to put this sticker back on it. Better believe that's going to go on Xavier. Don't know if we're really going to do that as a video or maybe a YouTube short when I start doing that for Xavier, but I digress. Oh my God, this is huge. Okay. So, Cyborg intake, the world's first tuned air intake system. All right, cool. Oh my God, there's so much cool stuff in here. Okay. So, the part that you're looking at here, or parts, plural, the black, oh, it looks like I got it in black. Okay, awesome. So, this very part, we got a bunch of clamps and stuff. This part should be, with the way that the intake tubing works, this part right here that I'm tapping should go over the throttle body, because the throttle body is sort of faced towards the firewall at the back of the engine in my car. All right, sweet. And then we got the hydro shield. Got the hydro shield here. Not that it doesn't rain an awful lot here, and I don't live in an area where it really floods, like up in Boulder and other such areas, but, you can't be too cautious, and apparently it doesn't really restrict airflow, so what's the harm in getting a little extra water protection, especially with it being, because I'm going to run this CAI version, the cold air intake version, rather than the SRI version, which is the short ram intake version. Also, sort of hilariously known as, okay, no, I didn't. I got it in silver. All right, sweet. What I was going to say is hilariously known as a hot air intake filter, because it's right next to the exhaust manifold. So, oh, come on. They wrapped it very well. I love the packaging. Look at that, if I can get it all in there. Dude, that is a serious piece of kit. This should be the cold air intake version of all the tubing. We're going to put that over here on my bed. I know we got more. Oh, no, that's it. All right. So, that's it for the Injen box. So, there we go. That was everything from the box. Let me move that and I check the rest of this. Okay. Cool, and cool. So now, we're going to grab this. I'm going to place this down. So, I believe the way that it would work in my car. So, the tubing, so this part here is going towards the throttle body. And then, I'm trying to find, I think this is the short ram. This here should be the air filter. It is the air filter, wrapped up very nicely. Oh yeah! Yeah, dude. Look at that. Now that is what I call an air filter. Hell yeah. It's got the clamps already in place and everything. That is sick. That is a sweet piece of kit. All right. And then these right here. Let me, I think we'll try to change the orientation of that. Get a little more room. There we go. So that plus my hydro shield. That is everything that comes in the Injen intake, cold air intake box for my 2.0 liter Dodge Dart. Once again, affectionately known as Xavier or Project D Dart, as fans of the channel, I would imagine know it better as. So there we go. We have this. We have some instructions somewhere. They're in there. Oh, right. This, that. So there we go. That is everything. I want to take a closer look, actually, at some of these other pieces. So let me think here. So that is the cold air intake. So what I'd imagine, we'll have to look at the instructions because I'm sure it'll tell us between the cold air and the short air. Because my question is, oh, wait. Okay. This part should connect onto this to put it down into the fender. Whereas if you want the short ram, you just connect this onto this, and then you have your short ram. That should be that. So we got all the clamps, so I'm going to see if I can open this somewhat delicately. Good. Somewhat delicately. Where am I? Let me put my scissors back together real quick. These are left-handed scissors that my sister got me for Christmas a year or two ago. They're brilliant, actually. They cut fantastically. Honestly, I struggle. I hesitate to really call them left-handed scissors because they're just. That was a bit more aggressive than I meant it to be. But yeah, they're just brilliant scissors regardless of your hand orientation, I feel. All right, so I was wrong. We didn't get the black. We got the silver. All right, let's see here. Yep. Yeah, oh my God. All right, here we go. So these are the instructions. Let's see where this should be the front here. I want to see what it says. Factory safe air fuel ratios for optimal performance. Injen tuning process covered by 3 US patents. That is actually really impressive. And they got a little photo. Here they got a little photo of a dart in the instructions. I like that. All right, cool. All right, sweet. I'll have to read the rest of this a little bit more later. So 2-piece and alrighty, where was I before the camera died? I was at the short ram part. So what I was gonna say, I'm seeing on the illustration here, I was right that with this setup here, you just connect this to that, and that's your short ram. If you want it for the cold air, you got to take this, connect it to that, and then keep going. And it looks like if I grab this, there's like a rubber. Yeah, there's this rubber expansion joint here. For cold air application, remove the filter and install the provided 3-inch hose with clamps to the upper intake assembly. Tighten on the tube only. Tighten on the tube, even though, okay. Install the vibro mount with fender washer and nut. Secure and tighten the back to the radiator support frame. Now install the lower part of the intake assembly into the vehicle. Position to the upper intake assembly and bracket to the vibro mount. Secure the bracket using provided fender washer and nut. Position for the best possible fit and clearance and tighten the clamps using 8mm nut driver. Secure the bracket and tighten using blah blah blah. And then we have the back. Install the air filter to the lower intake assembly and tighten using the 8mm. All right, sweet. Reposition if necessary and tighten if needed. Make sure there's enough clearance. Reinstall the bumper cover and connect the battery terminals. And then bam! Done! So, let me grab everything here. So we got the hose here, and then the rubber part for the cold air intake part. I got that. Then we have this, like I say, the Hydra Shield. And it's not waterproof with the filter submerged underwater. Yep. Recommended to be changed every 6 months. That's not okay. So this is recommended to be changed every 6 months. I didn't know that, but that's not terrible. But anyway, there we go. So that has been my unboxing video of my Injen cold air intake system for my 2.0 liter Tiger Shark Dodge Dart 2016. If you guys have any questions or if you enjoyed this video, then please like, comment, share, and consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Please make sure you hit the little notification bell and then all notifications. That way you're notified every time I upload. I will see you all again next time, hopefully very soon, actually installing this piece on my car.